guys, how's it going and welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing some more F1 23 and it's round 9, the Canadian Grand Prix coming up next. At the minute we are leaving the championship by 20 points over Max Verstappen. One bad race would cost us, so we need to make sure we keep the good run of form that we've got going at the minute. Have I done the aerodynamic stuff? Looks like I have, yes, in development. That's all good.
Our new parts have completed without issue.
Perfect.
You'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Go to the race weekend. Been doing really well in some of these races. It's just been good. Like the Spanish Grand Prix, I'm just really happy with that performance, really. Anyway, it's dry for every single race. Every single bit of the race, I should say, the race qualifying practice. So we don't need to worry about any rain then. Alright, I'm going to do some practice off camera and then I'll come back to the qualifying and I'll do the race itself, which should be a 35 lap race. So I'll see you in a moment. Nice one, guys. Okay, well I did P1. I came first. My main concern is Sector 2, as George Russell, Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc are fast to be in Sector 2. So that could be a bit of a problem. But I'm hoping to qualify P1. I was doing P1 just in practice, so I'll be hoping to take that into the race. Yeah, we need to make sure we do well here. Soft tyres, of course. Let's go to the qualifying lap. Bit of lag then on that first corner, which did not help me at all. That put me out of position for turn 2. Too late on the brakes there. Really overdone it. That's me trying to catch time back up after the farce I just had. Not really catching up on signs, I don't think. Oh. Damn. I risked the corner cut on the last corner to try and carry more speed, but we start third in the Grand Prix. Not where I'd like to start, but at least that's somewhere where we can...
Let's review our top 3 today. Leclerc, Sainz, and...
That lag on that first corner just put me under pressure then to make time back up because of that. Okay, well that's onto the race itself now. 35 laps. Let's try and make up these 2 positions early on. If we can. In fact, just noticing now my camera... I'm charging my camera batteries at the same time, and 2 out of the 4 now charged, so I'm swapping them for the other 2. Oops. Come here. There we go. Well, at least that's taking a while to load up, so I weren't holding you guys up while I was changing my camera batteries, because I've got a long day out tomorrow. I'm going to need them. Net full charge. They're totally dead anyway.
And they've been involved.
Anyway, we're not starting from pole position.
We've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please.
Finally. Are you taking the John Michael? Finally. I mean, we'll lead the championship by 20 points. Anyway, there's an option of a 2-stop, but I'm going to go for the 1-stop. Hards onto mediums. My tyres will be crying at me at the end of both stints, but Yeah. Oh, Leclerc, sorry, Sainz had a bad start. Oh, these tyres. They're a bit cold. I said I'm a bit cold today. I've got my jump on for the first time. Leclerc is literally going for it. We'll let him burn out his tyres if he's going to do that. So we need to make sure we keep Carlos Sainz behind. We are catching up on Leclerc now. That was just silly for me. I've got cool tyres, I'm pushing it like that. I should know better. Let's just eat into the gap, I think.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be getting past. But when it's the right time to do so. Got that corner all wrong, so I had to brake early because Leclerc was kind of like braking a bit early than I needed to. Not helpful, but it is what it is. Got a good exit off that corner as well. Leaving Sainz behind. We are catching Leclerc. I don't need to do anything else. Bounced off that curb a little bit more than I wanted to, but it's fine. And there we go, fastest lap at the race.
Fastest lap of the race so far.
Now I did a lot faster in qualifying, but granted, they was on softs and mediums, and I didn't have something in front of me. Now he's got DRS, he's a sitting duck really. I've got Sainz out of my DRS range, so I'm happy with that. Should be able to get him on this straight. Yeah, so I'm getting much better traction out of the corners and everything. Yeah, we're ahead. And we got DRS because we was behind Leclerc in the detection zone. There we go. We've still got the fastest lap, despite not taking a couple of lines I wanted to, because obviously I had Leclerc alongside. Now we need to make sure we drop Leclerc out of the DRS detection zone on me, and put our foot down. Thought I was going to the wall then. Anyway, sector 2 is where I'm at my weakest. It's like in practice, people was faster than me in sector 2. But I had the fastest sector times. in sets of 1 and 3. My phone keeps lighting up, so I'll turn it over. Distracting me. Oh, I'm not sure 1.2 ahead of the clerk. Was I ahead of him before the DLS detection zone? The way he's catching me up, I think no. That's a warning for corner cutting, I can't do that again. I tried to go on the brakes a bit too late then,
teammate behind is
just to try and dump the clerk. Need to do a little bit better, not gonna lie. That's not helpful. Just skidding round then. I've caught the grass. Right, let's just settle down. Clerk is trying hard to catch me up. He's giving me a good race. Bit nervous now about that corner because I don't want to keep getting warnings to track limits. Had a brief look at the map then, there was a couple of interesting battles going on behind me. That's the fastest sector 1. We're getting late on the brakes, but I got away with that. Need to try and pick up the pace a little bit if I can. So we are getting away from Leclerc, but only just. Could do with a bit more cushion than what I've currently got, just to be on the safe side.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Well, I'm keeping that just in case it's needed. So I don't want to take any chances on this. Don't forget guys, make sure you do hit the like button on the video as well, because it will help me out a massive amount. It'd be very much appreciated. Right, in a moment we'll be starting at lap 8 to 35. A long way to go in this race. So anything can happen. Speaking of far to go. Alright, lap 18-ish will be again called in for the pit. It's only lap 8, so 10 more laps on the hards. I don't want to get that one, that was just silly. Don't even know what I was thinking then.
Okay, safety
Oh.
car deployed. Safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep
Why?
it positive as we catch the pack. Okay, the officials have deployed the safety car due to multiple cars being stopped on track. Mind your delta.
Come on. I was just working hard then to get away. Oh, that is so annoying. I was working so hard then to get away from the
You're
pack.
approaching the safety car. You're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind the safety car.
I honestly don't understand what's happened behind. I've not had any pop-ups to say that anyone's out or anything like that. I don't know what's caused that safety car, I really don't. Well, let's see how this goes. Well, we are behind the safety car, guys. Might be able to make the halves last a bit longer, but that's not the point. I'd worked so hard to get away from Leclerc, and now he's right up on the backside again. Along with Mr. Smooth Operator, Carlos Sainz. Well, while we're behind this safety car, if you are a first time viewer, make sure you do subscribe and hit the bell, as that way you'll be notified of any future videos and live streams from myself. Uh-oh.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. You'll be controlling the pace on the restart. Keep it steady until the safety cars reach the pit lane.
Okay, so we're starting. Go, go, go.
Green flag.
Well, I don't know what caused that safety car incident, but we're now going to go for it. Try and get away from Leclerc again. Lap 11 of 35, my friends. These tyres are cold.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.8 seconds.
Come on, Alonso, try and get past these guys. He's got a Mercedes in front of him. I'm going to assume that's Lewis Hamilton. Just as George Russell seemed a little bit faster in the practice session. We are succeeding on getting away from Leclerc. We've got that on my DRS though, which is the thing I was most bothered about. That was a poor corner for me, not going to lie.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
DRS is back. Glad I dropped the clerk when I did then. Otherwise I'd have had DRS on me and I would have really had problems. We've really pushed these hard compound tyres to the limit really. Oh dear. No damage, or at least very little, so we can keep going. What's that then that's down? Gearbox. The gearbox might need to go after this race. Oh yeah, I've pushed these tyres a bit hard, so I'm struggling for the grip now. It's a really slow lap for me as well. I want to try and do better this lap. What's going on behind me?
Safety car, safety
God's
car.
sake.
No overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
Insert many swear words.
Okay, I've got a brand new race strategy on your MFD if you want to go and check it out. Got that, confirmed.
So peed off.
Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty.
Oh. I've totally forgot. I was just zooming away then. I was tempted not to come in, but I knew everyone else would probably pit.
Okay, off we go, back into the race.
Alonso's
that was a
kept
fantastic
going.
stop, faster than we were expecting.
That's risky.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Right, well I'm not leading anymore, I'm P forward, but everyone in front of me is yet to pit. Anyone who's not pitted now is going to struggle as well because Well, if they pit under the safety car, they're in trouble. So I weren't happy when I noticed Alonso kept going. I think he's made the wrong decision there. Well, I've got the crashing American behind me. Nah, it's a wrong decision, Alonso. Now you're going to be at the back.
Fernando is in for his stop.
Oh, that is the wrong strategy. We got another lap behind the safety car then. I think those on softs around me, I don't think they can get to the end of the race. I think they've got to stop again. Hopefully the safety car comes in this lap. Alonso would have lost less time as well had he just sat behind her and come into the pits. So this was double stacking like Ferrari.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature. And remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
I'd love to get the jump on Perez straight away, but don't think I will. Verstappen's pitted straight away. Was expecting that.
Okay, clear.
Carlos Sainz is now out. What's happened to Carlos Sainz? Well, we need to get past Sergio Perez to retake the lead. Sergio Perez, I don't think, has stopped yet.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Oh, don't worry, it'll be getting used. Kevin Magnussen P3 as well. Again, I'm pretty sure he needs to stop. Lando Norris, did he stop under the safety car? If he didn't, he can get them to the end of the race. So Norris could be in a shot of the podium.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
And try and use the slipstream to get past.
Yellow flag.
Oh, you're having a
Okay,
giraffe.
be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Paul's sake, Carlos.
The pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance.
The one thing that annoyed me as well, it's put one of the meetings earlier, is strategy. And that means they're going to be in a really, really bad shape by the end of the race. much better exit than Perez. No warning for track limits, I'm a bit surprised, not going to lie. And that's another fastest lap of 14.9. DRS is enabled, so I now need to get away from Perez, otherwise he'll get back past me. That's the fastest sector one of anyone. But I end up losing loads of time in sector 2. Just not as confident in this sector 2 as some of the other drivers. Go, go. Maybe I should have just gone until lap 20 on the hards and then pitted. Might have been a better option. But it's fine. And 1:14 dead.
That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Don't think that'll be getting beaten by me or anyone else. But we're doing well, we're pulling away from Perez, we're doing what we need to do, guys. I've done it there, to be honest. I'll lose a little bit of time for that. Catching the grass as well on the exit. That's the worst I've ever done on that corner, I'm pretty sure. Oh, corner cutting. Overdid it again. I want 14.6. I'll take that. .7 ahead of oh, Hamilton. Hamilton's got past Perez. Oh, that's just seriously looking at the what's going on this timing screen. Yeah, Perez P3. Well, that's the fastest sector 1. Might be in front of a fastest lap here, maybe. Which is surprising. We'll see. No, not quite. Almost. Lost a little bit of time in sector 3. And there we go. Perez has pitted. That's allowed Esteban Ocon into the top 5. Keep trying to go for fastest laps. I don't really need to, really. just need to chill. I'm 5 seconds ahead of Hamilton. Unless I screw up, he's not catching me up. I don't know if any of the top 5 need to stop again. At lap 22, I'd say probably no. It's just a question of will the top 5 stay in the order it's in? And will anyone else get into the top 5, like Verstappen maybe? The way Ocon had Russell all on the back of him. Now I'm just making silly mistakes. Let's just keep going. We are doing what we need to do. We are getting away from Lewis Hamilton. What is it with that corner at all? Just need to chill. We'll do what we need to do here. I just set fastest sector 1. I didn't think that was possible in the state the tyres was getting into, but it goes to show. Oh, Russell has got past Ocon. The only other battle in the top 5 we've got is Leclerc has got DRS on Norris. So there's a battle for the final podium position. Just lost too much time in sector 3 again to get the fastest lap. But it's fine. As long as we keep doing what we're doing, we'll be winning this race comfortably. That was way too deep. Looking like Ocon's not able to challenge Russell then. So he's not got past him back again, even with the DRS. That was poor corner then. Great second instead of Hamilton, we're great. As long as we don't start making silly errors, he'll never catch us up. Yeah, these tyres are done. should have stuck to what I was originally going to do and stay out to lap 20 and then go on to the mediums so they're a bit fresher. Yeah, I'm just making silly. I'm annoyed at myself because I've made the wrong call with regards to pit strategy. And because my tyres are going off, my lap times are starting to suffer as a result. Leclerc is pitted. That's put Ocon back in the top 5. Yeah, look at the gap between Russell and Ocon. It's only a couple of laps ago Russell got past Ocon. That's interesting. Hamilton's catching up to me because I pushed too hard on these mediums.
Gap to your teammate behind is 27.6 seconds.
Yeah, my tyres are getting warm, as I know. Too much speed for really. Somehow we're getting away from Hamilton here, I don't know how. Well, not now, but it was just for a minute then, a lot. Maybe Hamilton had a bit of an error, maybe. He's catching back up again. Alright, we're about to start lap 28 to 35, so there's not too much further to go. Need to be careful with the tyres and nursing home.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
They've already started falling away, jeez. Bit of a late warning, that one. I'm braking late, sorry, a bit earlier for that corner. I'm still not getting around because the tyres are like dead. I need to start braking even earlier for that. Yeah, I forgot to brake a bit earlier there. Could have been worse. We are struggling on these tyres, not going to lie. Piastri's now in the top 5. So Piastri's got past Ocon. So you've got 2 Mercedes and 2 McLarens in the top 5, and then obviously there's me and the Aston Martin.
Information on Ocon. They've got an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
So that's why Ocon's falling back. I'm just going to take it a little bit easier now, because I can really feel his tyres starting to slide. If I had more of a gap to Hamilton, I'd have probably pitted, to be honest, but 9 seconds, it's just not enough to even contemplate it. If I pitted now, I'd come out of P4. So yeah, you just don't even contemplate it, it's like that. But yeah, as long as I can keep Hamilton behind by about 9 seconds, I think that'll be a logical aim to do at this time. Unless there's something at the backside of Piastri, I don't see the top 5 changing now. Oh well, Sunday breaks down, of course. Yeah, just taking it a little bit easy on the corners now, just to make sure I get these tyres home. Like I said, they have been worked hard. The lap times we're doing will be good enough to keep Hamilton way behind. Just need to chill, not take any risks, and make sure we get to the end. It's a bit late on the brakes there. That was silly. That's going to cost me like a second, I suspect. Annoying, it was nearly 10 seconds out of Hamilton then.
Just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Okay, well at 33 or 35, not far to nurse these tyres now. They're dreadful to drive, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, they're all come up to 50% usage. They don't feel right to drive at all now, but, you know, if I pitted now, I'd come out P4. I'd struggle to even get past Norris. Not Norris, sorry, Russell. Forgot to brake a bit earlier then, that's my error. But again, unless there's somebody on up the backside of Piastri, I think the top 5 staying lead, it's coming all order now. A decent corner. So we're almost 10 seconds ahead of Hamilton again. I suspect his tyres are starting to go off now as well, and he's slowing his pace down. We haven't lapped anyone this race, but the safety cars have probably seen to that. I think if it weren't for the safety cars, we probably would have done.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Right, this is the last lap I've got now to nurse the tyres home. We don't need to do anything silly.
Teammate by 37.1 seconds.
Right. So Alonso then is going to have a P6 or P7. I'm going to assume P7. I mean, it's possibly could be P8, but I'd like to think it's at least P7. That was me being silly then, not paying attention to what I was doing. Might as well use the DRS up because we're at the end. Yellow flag ahead.
Caution.
Kevin Magnussen. So Kevin Magnussen failed on the last lap. Oh, that's got to be a killer when that happens to you.
Superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
Sergio Perez gets driver of the day. He must have been making some up overtakes since he hit it then.
Aston Martin deserved a win today.
Let's have a look at the times and where
Let's see how the driver standings have
Alonso
changed.
was P8.
Price increases their championship lead.
He wasn't too
So
far
then,
behind
Natalie
Perez.
Pinkham,
Perez
who
got to
would you rank
P7.
as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Price.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. No change in the top spot then, but with today's points,
0.7
their hold on that
by the
lead is
fastest
getting
lap.
weaker. After an event
Really,
like
that
that,
hold
who
on the
knows
lead.
what the sport has in store for us next time
Verstappen
out?
finished P10, so I've actually managed to increase my gap on the the thing. So I'm quite happy with that. That couldn't have gone really any better, really. Well, Verstappen finishing P11 is the only way that could have helped. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Anyway, just very quickly change the gearbox on that because that's had it. If you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're first time viewer here, don't forget to subscribe and then hit the bell, as that way you'll be notified of any future videos or live streams for myself. And I'll see you in the next one. Nice one, guys.